Okay, so I'm back with my second stream of the day. I don't know if this one's gonna be as long as the first one, but let's hope that I can actually get a lot done in this one. And joining me is my best friend Gary, who I used to stream with before. Say hi, Gary. Yes, so. Yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's been. I don't even remember the last stream we all did together. It really has been, though. Good times, though, you know. When Brian actually had a life and he actually liked us more. Right? Now he's like, oh, I'm too good for y'all. Fuck y'all. I feel like a side bitch now. I'm like, alright, well, fuck you too. Right? Hey, Alex. Thank you for coming back. I liked your stream, by the way. It was really fun to watch. So, thank you for coming to mine. Okay, so where were we? Oh, yeah, I was gonna do Hirata State in this one and go into Ashina Castle. Since I know that's one of Brian's favorite parts, at least. I hope he never plays this game, because I absolutely end up hating that part. You're like, oh yeah. Honestly though, right? I feel like Ikimi can make it through Bloodborne, he could definitely make it through this game, but knowing him, he's gonna give me a dumb reason as to why I should just lose all my faith in him again. Okay. Probably. That is true. He always feels like, oh yeah, the game is just like out to get me all the time. I'm like, yeah, alright. Okay, so we're back at Hirata State. And yeah, we're gonna do our second main boss, which is pretty missable on the first playthrough, because a lot of people don't even know how to get to Hirata State. So I don't blame them, because getting that bell is pretty obscure. So yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, Brian said he is gonna watch at least, so. So if you see his comments, you know what to do. This part, honestly, is very irksome. There's just so many arrows shooting from everywhere. That's the one part I hate in this game. God, like they just come from everywhere, and I'm like, why? Okay. Iframes, boy, what's up? That was easier than I thought. Oh, I completely missed that. That is so tricky to do sometimes. Okay. Hold on, my sister's calling me. Okay, pardon for that. My sister called me to see if Percy was fed. I was about to actually leave him to starve. But, you know, she has to make sure her son is okay. He's alive. Okay, what am I doing? Don't shoot at me like that. What are you doing? See, now while Hirata State is a pretty missable area, I think it's very important to get it done at the beginning of the game because you get an important thing from the Lady Butterfly fight, which is an extra resurrection circle. Now I don't have resurrection yet because I actually haven't died in the main game yet, so yeah, I'm gonna die in this boss fight though, so I might get it then. So this is Owl, which is his foster father, the man who raised you and all that. You know, so he's a very important person in this game for sure. So when you encounter him, whatever option you choose to what he tells you leads to a different ending. So yeah, he is a very, very important part in this game. But that doesn't happen until way later. See, the key to the hidden temple in the Hirata Estate given by the owl. The secret temple is located in the very back of the Hirata Estate. 2. The Lord is absolute. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. That's Miss Kitty on to you, Brian. Respect me, damn it. Oh, Percy's doing wonderful. You know, being the little shit that he is, being a little rascal, scratching everything. You know, typical kitty behavior. Hey man, sometimes he does that. Like, Brian doesn't believe me, but sometimes he literally just goes up to you and just tries to fight you, and I'm just like, yeah, that little shit, he doesn't care how tall you are. He will literally fight you. Like, yeah, but luckily he likes you. You know, if he wouldn't have liked that, I think he would have been like hissing at you or some shit. Right? Okay, so he gives you the hidden temple key, which is necessary to go into the Lady Butterfly boss. So yeah, it is very necessary. So you realize you can't go back this way because there's fucking flames all over the place. So you have to come up here. I love how the flames look in this game. They just look fucking amazing. So here we go. Oh yeah, Percy's a ballsy little shit. You do not want to mess with Percy. He will beat your ass, Brian. Shit. That hurt. The fuck away from me. God, I hate spear guys so much. Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like Sekiro definitely has a lot of Ninja Gaiden mechanics, you know, so if you've played those, this is gonna feel a little familiar for sure. Yeah, I feel like, Gary, your audio's really low. Yeah, because I can barely... Yeah, because I can barely... I feel like you're so far away from your mic. I think Brian just wants to hear your lovely voice. Yeah, now I can hear it well.
Okay, you can hear me clearly now?
Yes.
Okay. Hey Brian, how do I sound, bitch? I know you heard that.
He's gonna be like, you know what? I changed my mind. Put him down already. I know. He just likes to be teased. You're not gonna impale me. You're really trying to hit it from the back while he's just trying to take me with the front. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's always a constant feud between us and Brian because he knows that, you know, he's a little shit. He just doesn't want to admit it to himself.
Oh yeah, you fuck with the ops now.
He's like the extra in the group now. So yeah, you can wall jump in this game, which is such a cool little mechanic they added. I feel so alive. Alright. He's Gucci. Why can't you just say it's okay? You wonder why we make fun of you, Brian. Honestly.
He's got a thing to use his plane from like 5 years ago.
Right? He's so modern. You saw that enemy try to hit it from the back, Brian. Don't pretend like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like no consent either, what the fuck? Okay, so this part is fucking aggravating, so... Oh yeah, one thing, you never want to go near fire in this game because that shit will make you lose your health so fucking fast. Especially with that shitty ass health bar I have now. If you go near fire, in literally 3 hits you die. So I would definitely not recommend getting near fire in any shape or form. Unless you're a real masochist or a pyromancer, y'all wouldn't recommend it. Fuck out of here, y'all. Oh yeah, this game literally gives no fucks about, you know, oh yeah, prevent forest fires. This game invents forest fires. Especially Hirata State, since the whole place has gone to shit. Dog. Oh no. Yacht is not gonna assault me like this and expect me to just take it. I refuse. Bitch. Oh, I didn't even notice you. Okay. So you're also gonna do Dante Must Die? I'm gonna assume.
I mean, in my mind, I'm telling myself that's gonna play on D&D, but probably no more.
It's one of those things where it's like, it sounded good before the game came out, but then it's like, you're playing, you're like, I need to reevaluate my life decisions.
Yes, I'm trying to approach it how I was at like 13, 14, like, hell yeah, we'll play on D&D. But,
Yeah.
you know, now that it's been over 10 years now, I'm like, I got other issues to deal with, my job, and bills and all that. I'm like, I don't know if I want to deal with all that.
I eventually will get to it sometime this year, but it's definitely not happening anytime soon.
Oh, I feel you. I really do.
Alex, I mean, it's literally Dante Must Die, so that's definitely like, yeah, you're going to die a lot for sure. It's a good thing I have a lot of gold orbs because that's the only thing that's gonna save me. Fuck all of y'all, I ain't fighting out no more. I don't have enough healing shit to... bitch, did you really just... okay. Okay. That's how you scale difficulty, Alex, man. You gotta take shit out, sacrifice one thing to make the game more difficult. Well, it's like Resident Evil too, you know? They're like, oh yeah, you need this shit to actually save. I'm like, oh nice. Lovely. Brian, you know Gary lives for stress. This coming from a man who has 5 crushing trophies. You really think you don't want that? Come on now. Don't underestimate my man's here. If there's one person I trust to do crazy shit, it's him. I only did 1 crushing trophy and that's enough for me.
Well, like, kind of now thinking about it, I actually probably think this could probably be one of the more easier Dante Must Die sections to go through because the game doesn't really get that hard until you have to fight Malthus and that damn chicken.
This is true. Oh god, that chicken is gonna be fucking stressful. I'm not even looking forward to it on Son of Sparta, let alone Dante Must Die. It's just, no. That hitbox is fucking ridiculous, and I've dealt with ridiculous hitboxes, but that shit just felt like, why would you do this? Like, I think that was the only boss fight I actually died to in my first playthrough, because it was just like, why? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh god, okay. Y'all, no. Okay, so this guy can be quite a pain in the ass because he has such an annoying ass hitbox. And he throws poison at you, which is nice. But I think what makes this boss fight, well, mini boss fight, a lot difficult is the fact that he has a lot of minions around him. So it's like you're fighting this big ass guy and you're fighting little shits. That I feel like, okay, you really had to up the difficulty. So I think that's what definitely makes it hard, you know, because he's already difficult as is, and then you got all these little bastards. But, I mean, you could definitely pick them off one by one if you wanted to, but yeah, it is kind of hard to do it though in the beginning. So I would recommend trying to get rid of all the enemies first, and then try to tackle the big guy, because if not, you are not gonna have a good time. Iframes, boy, what's up? But yeah, normally you can try to parry his attacks if you wanted to. Quite frankly, I don't, because your posture is fucking shit in the beginning of the game, so all I try to do is just run around him and try to get at least 1 or 2 hits in, because I just feel like that's just the easier way to deal with him, but that's just me. Yeah, and always jump when he does, like, see the red symbol, because he always swings. So if you have thrust attacks, I think it'd make it easier because you could be key to counter it, but yeah, just jump around him. It's just the easiest way. See. Oh god, those little I remember the first time I saw Shoreline, I was like, I got so triggered. I was like, oh my god, really? I think that's why people talk shit about Uncharted 4 just because of Shoreline. To be honest. No, I mean I don't blame them because they literally make your life a living fucking hell from the first moment you see them. But I think that's what makes them so intriguing because if the enemies were easy, it's like they're not particularly all that memorable. I can't remember either, honestly. All I remember is that that last fucking fight gave me a hard ass time. That's all I remember about 1. That's why I'm never playing that shit again. Hell no. I don't know how the fuck you did that shit on Crushing, but my respects, bro, because I couldn't even do that on the normal difficulty. Oh god. Yes, it's just on normal difficulty. It felt like, why? Why did you have to bring Resident Evil into this bitch? Like, it was not necessary. I would much rather deal with Shoreline than zombies. I always wonder, if they made another Uncharted game, what do you think it would be like?
I think that if they made, I think they all gonna make it a 5. If I had a choice of where it would be located, in the South America, in Asia,
Definitely be interesting. But that is true, they could do that. That'd be really interesting. Egypt always has like that shot of mystery and treasure, so would make sense if the next adventure was there. Oh god, forgot to jump over that. Jesus. Can't hear Gary, Alex? Huh, interesting. I could... Yeah, you're coming in clear to me. So that's weird. Well, what he said was that if there was another Uncharted game, it'd be cool if it was like around Egypt, considering that they visited like all these other places before. So it would be interesting to see that kind of setting for a next Uncharted game. Which I agree, I would definitely love it. I feel like Egypt is one of those places that just will never get old, to be honest. Yeah, you can also use firecrackers on this guy if you want to, but you have to have a specific timing because sometimes the effect doesn't really happen, so you can use it in the middle of an animation and it won't stagger the enemies, which is weird for some reason. But yeah, it's just precise timing. But yeah, he's not too bad if you run around him like the way I did. I wouldn't recommend fighting him head on because like I said, he takes a lot of chunk of your posture. You were standing here the whole damn time watching me fight all these little bitches, and you were just hiding behind a rock and you just really out here stealing my thunder. The fuck, man? Yes, how you say this place is clear? You literally saw me fighting everything. Motherfuckers. You should just die with that whack ass haircut of yours. Okay. So we are close to the Lady Butterfly boss, and I feel like I'm going to die to her because she is pretty difficult at first. So why? Fight me like a man. Damn. Oh yeah, there's a lot of parts in Uncharted 4 that felt like such a stress to do, so I can definitely agree with that. You know, there was a lot of parts that just made me want to quit the whole damn game. I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this to myself?
Oh yeah, plus Avery's mansion, I'll scream that shit till I die.
Just watching you do Avery's mention was, it gave me heart palpitation. I'm not even the one playing it. I'm like, I don't know how the hell this man's doing it. You crazy as hell.
But that's crazy how that happens, because it's actually pretty similar with like from golf games. It's like you'll get so frustrated with the mission or trying to fight a boss, and you're like, I'm done with this shit.
Oh yeah.
Put down, and then you come back the very next day. Every fucking time.
That is true. It's like when I first started playing Sekiro, it was like, I'm dead ass just never gonna beat this game because I was stuck on Ganishiro for like so long because I couldn't defeat him at all no matter what I did. But then it was like I beat him and it felt like everything else became like, it made more sense even though I still died quite a lot all the way to the end. But then your second playthrough you're like, okay, this is a lot more manageable than what I thought it was gonna be, you know. So I think it's like that with every game. I will say the one thing I did like about Uncharted 3 was the gunplay. I felt like it was pretty smooth, even though the story was shit to me. I really don't see why people like Uncharted 3, but I just couldn't do it, honestly. To me, that was like Dark Souls 2. I really could not finish that game. I don't even remember what chapter I was on.
I think my favorite mechanic of Uncharted 3 was the fact that you're able to throw grenades back.
Oh yeah. I always wonder why they just left it in that game and not the others. It would have been nice to have that in 4 because that would have been so helpful. But it's a shame.
Or like being able to do that at the end of Uncharted 2 when you got Lazarvic throwing like 15 grenades.
God, that would have been so fucking amazing. Would have made that shit so smooth. Like the crappy co-worker that steals one shine. Yo, he really is though.
I feel like Brian's talking from experience with that line.
Oh, he really is. I felt that with my chest. He definitely said that with passion in his heart. He's over here working hard and shit, and somebody's like, oh yeah, good job. It is not that they did anything. It's like Brian did all the work in the background.
Yeah, I think in one of his tweets he was talking about one of his subordinates wasn't doing their job.
Subordinates. That's a nice word choice. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. So I have like 2,000 cents. So what we're gonna do, there's this merchant that I already visited before, and I think he's the one that has a gourd seed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. And it's 1,000 cents. So what we're gonna do is buy this and get another healing gourd because it's gonna help a lot, at least to have 3. So, and Fistful of Ash is a very, I say it's a very important item to use because if you throw it at an enemy, they get distracted because they obviously, you don't have ash in their eyes and shit, so you can get like 1 or 2 hits in. It's a really good mechanic to be able to distract and try to get hits in. It's kind of scary though because you have to be pretty close to an enemy to use, but I would definitely recommend using it because it definitely comes in handy. I don't use it as much as probably other people would, but I've used it sometimes and it has saved my life. So I would recommend using that for sure. But now that we have this gourd seed, we're gonna go back to the temple, talk to Emma, and get us another healing gourd. Because that's gonna be so helpful. Okay. A whole colony.
アシナの死でその天守近くで囚われてなくおいでです。ですが城の門は閉じられています。
そうか。
狼殿では
Okay, let's see if I can at least upgrade my shuriken. If not, then... No, I can't upgrade that yet, 'cause I still need materials. Okay.
So where would you rank Sekiro so far on like your list of Souls-born games?
I would say right now is pretty even with Bloodborne in terms of like my favorite so far. I might even say it's a little bit better in terms of mechanics than Bloodborne, but in terms of lore, definitely it's always going to be Bloodborne for me. But in terms of like the combat mechanics and the variety of stuff that you can get, I definitely pick Sekiro. Yeah. The Divine Dragon's corpse? What do you mean the Divine Dragon's corpse? Oh, so Brian is an assistant manager, you little shit. How come we're just finding this out now? You really just did this on purpose to flex on my chat, didn't you?
Whoa. Somebody actually gave him like responsibility and shit?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Food line's going to hell in the handbasket now.
Well, kudos, Brian, for, you know, stepping up in the world.
Yeah, man, definitely. Congratulations on that. It's not every day you go from being your barnyard boy to being the assistant manager at a grocery store.
Mm-hmm. You're an inspiration to many farm boys all over. Okay. Ooh, wish me luck. Hey, oh, bitch. Honestly. Truly. Yeah, I guess that is pretty high praise considering that, you know, Bloodborne is like my favorite Souls game. One of my favorite games overall of all time. So the fact that I talk this highly about Sekiro, even though it's been only out for like 3-4 weeks or some shit, says a lot. You know, so yeah, I mean, I feel like this game definitely is amazing. Not just because I'm addicted to it at the moment, but it's just so refreshing to play. You know, because it definitely is not like the other Souls games. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can tell, yeah, it's a Souls game, right? But a lot of things are like so different and so refreshing. So it's nice to be able to learn a new game and still get that difficulty aspect of it. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so slow when it comes to jokes sometimes. See, this is why I say when it comes to jokes, I'm so slow. I never get anything. Not even when my mom tells me something, I'm like, oh. It takes me like a full minute to get it. I'm like, oh. Alright, so don't even worry about it, Alex. I'm really slow when it comes to jokes. But it would be funny if I could drop the Divine Dragon's corpse on Ashina and just beat Ishin like that. It would make the whole end of the fucking game a lot easier than what it is. So so yeah, we're gonna equip our snap seeds because we're gonna need them for the second phase in this fight. And the shuriken is something that I advise people to use in this fight because it's very helpful against flying enemies, and she tends to go up in the air a lot. So when she does that, hit her with a shuriken and she'll go down, which is really, really helpful because it gives you a window to get like 2-3 hits in. She is pretty damn agile. Alright, here we go. I think Smooth really about to cry.
I had the feeling he was on the verge of tears when he was fighting for a couple times. I was like, he's not going to make it through this one.
Oh no. I mean, Guardian Ape is hard, but I don't think it's as hard as he's making it seem. Because if he can't beat even Guardian Ape, Corrupted Monk is gonna slash his anus apart. I know, right? A shuriken is actually helpful. But yeah, in this game, it's so helpful. Like I said, especially with enemies that tend to leap in the air a lot, it gives you such a window to use, and they drop to the ground so fast, and you can hit them so well. So yeah, like I said, all the prosthetic tools in this game are very helpful. But I mean, a lot you're not going to use as often because they're not probably your style, or maybe you don't care to use them, but they all have a purpose, you know. I definitely use the shuriken a lot. It's one of my favorites, along with the firecrackers, of course. I feel like that's definitely one of the most popular ones. So like I said, you use what you like. Everything is effective if you learn how to use it. That's the wonderful thing about this game. You just have to practice at it and upgrade it, of course, you know. What's good, man? Oh yeah, the ape. Yeah, the guardian ape is alive when you first encounter him, but then it's like kind of like a troll boss, because you feel like, you know, in other games, you know, it says like you know, oh yeah, when you defeat a boss, it says like, you know, prey slaughtered, like in Bloodborne. So in here is Shinobi execution, right? So the funny thing about this is, like, you beat Guardian Ape and you think, oh yeah, you know, he's dead, right? And then all of a sudden you see him like rise up from the dead, and all of a sudden he's carrying his head, you know, in his fucking hand, and then he's fighting you, you know, so you feel like, wow, it's like a secret second phase, which is really funny. And then you fight the ape again, and that's when you can actually defeat his undying form. But you need to have the mortal blade at least to actually defeat him, I think, for reals. So the trick to Lady Butterfly, I'd say, is that you just gonna try to like parry all her moves, simply because it's just the easiest thing to get her posture up, because it's gonna take a long time if you just go for vitality, right? And she is very agile, so she doesn't really give you that much room when she can catch up to you pretty quickly. That's why a lot of people compare her to like Lady Maria in Bloodborne, which I don't agree, but that's just me. I thought Lady Maria is definitely a lot faster. So yeah, when you see her leap up in the air and you see like the red signal, I think it's the best time to use the shuriken. Yeah, jump when you see that. That way you won't get caught up, because that shit takes a lot of health. First phase done. This is a part where it gets difficult, because it's pretty much the same thing as the first phase. The problem is she starts coming up with illusions, and the illusions can attack you as well, which is really irritating because she can also hit you too, so you can get lost in between all the mist that the illusions bring. So it's definitely not the best thing to give her space, because she will use those illusions a lot. So you're gonna try to stay as close to her as possible, but that can be difficult. I'm not particularly good at it. So see, there's the illusion. See. See, all these little illusions, just you can use the snap seed and just get rid of a lot of them, which is very helpful. See why I say those little illusions just are fucking horrible. God. But I love Lady Butterfly as a boss. I think she's very interesting, even though she can be quite a bitch in the beginning, because you're still learning how to do like regular posture stuff and everything. So yeah, she can definitely take a lot of your posture bar for sure, because she just hits so fucking often. But God, those illusions just fucking kill me every single time. God damn it. And they hit so fucking hard. Illusions shouldn't hit this hard. God, it's so scary. Oh my God. Get away from me. Get down here. I'm one. Smooth is on a blocking spree, as usual. If he blocked as much in Sekiro as he did in real life, we'd get somewhere. I feel so bad for that boy. I really do. That is true. He still can't help a little bit if he's actually losing his mind over a video game though. Even if it was like intentional shit. Hey, there we go. See? Oh yeah, the bloodletting beast definitely was the first thing that came to my mind when I fought the ape the first time. Cause I'm just like, really? I'm like, it's headless. There's a worm that comes out of it in the second phase, but I feel like the guardian ape is a little easier because, oh my God, the bloodletting beast is just. That gave me such trouble when I did the challenge dungeons. Lord have mercy. He's definitely one of the hardest bosses to me personally. I see. So yeah, we have the Lady Butterfly memory, so that's awesome. So that's our second main boss done, which is really good because, like I said, the Sakura droplet was really important here. A pale pink crystal residue known to form when an immortal oath fails to establish increases resurrective power, allowing one additional resurrection. To repeat the vows of the Undying and be awarded resurrective power once more surely necessitates the aid of a divine child of the dragon's heritage. So, yeah. Since I don't actually have the restoration yet, of the resurrection yet, but it will come in handy eventually when I actually die, which will probably be soon. So yeah, the trick to Lady Butterfly, like I said, just try to perfect parry all her attacks, give yourself space to recover your own posture, hit her in the air with a shuriken, that way she can come down and not hit you with her bullshit. When you see, like, you know, the red symbol, always try to like jump over it. It's the best way to avoid it. And second phase, the same shit. It's just the snap seeds will come in handy to get rid of the illusions. But it's pretty straightforward. But obviously at first you're gonna get your ass wrecked by her because she is very agile and she hits hard. So be prepared to die a lot, because I know I did. You know, Japan is a whole, you know, odd country where it comes to FromSoft games. They don't give a shit.
But we really should be thanking Japan right now because they're the ones who's coming with the heat.
Right?
I mean, from these American studios, we haven't really heard shit from them.
Mm-hmm. They're probably suffering in silence as we speak.
And we got MK11 coming out in a couple of days. Days Gone, but Days Gone is so damn generic it hurts.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of Days Gone, but I definitely would not pay full price for that game. It looks like a game that you would buy when it's on sale.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't even know what the premise is about. I just know that it looks pretty open worldish. But that's about it.
Yeah, from what I've got from it, if you take Last of Us, mix it with Sons of Anarchy, and a little bit of like World War Z.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much the premise of what Days Gone is.
See, that sounds fun if you really like zombies that much, but considering that I don't, doesn't seem like a game I'd invest my time into. Days Gone is the one guy at the party that shows up nobody wants to talk to. That sounds like Brian, actually. I love you, Brian. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I agree with that. I think if Days Gone would have been a game that came out like towards the beginning of the PS4, I think it'd have probably been better received. But you know, when we're here at the end of the generation, going into PS5 after all the shit we played like God of War and Spider-Man,
Yeah.
it kind of feels out of place.
Yeah, it does. It feels like just kind of lackluster in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely Mortal Kombat 11 is going to cause a lot of noise because, I mean, the gameplay looks fantastic in that game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, it just stays so true to like the original formula. It's all bloody and gorish, and I just fucking love it. And people are really complaining, oh, it's too graphic. Dude, Mortal Kombat's been that way since the beginning. I don't understand why y'all so surprised now.
I mean, yeah, but even now it looks even crazier than what it used to.
Oh, yeah.
Look at some of those fatal and crushing blows. I mean, that shit is like, ouch.
Seriously, it looks so real. Like, just like impaling a heart out or like crushing a brain or some shit. I'm like, y'all really took y'all time to get those details right, because shit makes me just cringe. Like, eesh. But yeah, I just want you to give Brian the L's. That's all I want.
Will do.
Okay, so let us heal and we can move on from Hirata State. So that's done. Thank goodness. So we did the important things, which was Yuzo the Drunkard, which is another mini boss you get a prayer bead from, and then Lady Butterfly, who you get a memory from, and you get the extra, you know, resurrective power. So that's really the most important thing from her fight, which is the main reason why, you know, I feel like it's definitely good to do her early on in the game. Alright. Yeah, PS4, I mean, when did the PS4 come out? Like 2014? 2015? Something?
Yeah, I think they both came out in 2014.
Yeah, it's been a good 5 years. I mean, I've only had my PS4 for like, what, 2 years? So I didn't really live the first 3 years of its time, but I mean, 5 years is... It did feel like it went by pretty fast. 'Cause I still remember when they were announcing the PS4 and stuff. And I was like, wow. It felt like I was still heavy on my PS3 at the time, so... You know?
I think it feels like it went by fast because last generation lasted about, what? Almost 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
That was a really long generation for a video game.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely true. And I feel like Xbox... Well, Xbox always feels like they're rushing. It just feels like, oh, the One X barely came out like not even 2 years ago, and then it's like, what, there's like another system of it coming out or some shit from what I heard.
Yeah.
It feels like, why y'all rushing so much?
Well, that is the one thing that kind of worked for them last gen because they did get a full like year head start on the PS3. So I mean, if you wanted to play a next gen console, you had to get to 360. But the problem was with that Red Ring of Death shit. Anybody who had a 360 had like 5 or 6 of them.
Damn. I never played Injustice 2 or Injustice, so I don't really know what engine they're using, to be honest. So.
Yeah, they are using the same engine. Like, it feels a lot like Injustice. It's actually a good thing.
Okay.
Because Mortal Kombat was kind of getting a little bit stale. Especially like if you go back and play like what they were doing with MK9 and play MK10. It does feel a bit outdated, so Injustice does give it that kind of like
an edge.
Bounce that it needs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always good. Yeah, because I really don't know about the Injustice games. I mean, I've seen people play it, but me being, you know, not into fighting games like most people are, so I don't really know anything about it except that it looked pretty cool. But that's at least it's good that, you know, this Mortal Kombat's gonna bring that refreshing edge to it, because it would have sucked if they hadn't done that, you know. So
Yeah.
so that's always good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, so the Tengu that we talked to in that last stream that gave us the name Sekiro, you know, these are the rats that he was talking about that we should get rid of. If you get rid of these, he gives you another new skill tree, which is necessary because it give you a lot of cool moves. So it definitely is helpful to get that at least. Now these little shits are fucking annoying. Like, you think like, okay, they're only like 2 feet tall, right? You could easily beat them, but these hats are like shields, so you can't actually hit them like straight on, and they're agile as shit. And they have like this move that it literally like breaks your spine in half, and it's the worst move ever. I fucking hate them. So what you want to do is like the same concept with shields, right? You break their hats and then they're fucking gone if you actually hit them right. But fighting 2 of them at once is probably like the worst mistake possible, but I'm already in this deep, might as well try to get it done. And I didn't aim right. Oh, hell no, you're not hitting me with your ultra combo. Fuck out of here. See what I mean? You only need like 1 shield break, but it's really hard to get the timing right because they're so damn agile. And they throw poison, which is a bad thing. Imagine if Sekiro like actually appeared in a Mortal Kombat game. That'd actually be pretty funny. I'd probably play it. Oh yeah, I feel like that he definitely fit in, you know, for sure. Mortal Kombat just feels like, I don't know. But either way, it's gonna be really fun to see like people streaming that and like showing their gameplay of it for sure. I'm looking forward to it, considering that I'm not gonna buy the game day one, but I definitely will eventually when the price is lowered down, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be like real popular for streams and shit for about a month, and then, you know, people don't
Yeah. Yeah, just move on with their lives. That's a long time. I thought you'd give him at least a week.
So he's gonna spend about a week trying to do combos down and all that shit, and then once he's in the damn fight, he's gonna forget all that shit.
This is true. Okay, so now we're gonna go back and talk to this Tengu. Now, I didn't want to spoil it, but this Tengu that we're about to talk to again, he is actually a very important character as well, because he's actually the last main game boss in this game. Which actually I was fucking shocked, because I'm like, okay, this guy helps you, and then you end up fighting him at the very end, and he is so fucking OP. At first glance, I mean, I thought Gurman was the shit, but then Ishin came out of nowhere and was like, nope, I'm here to step my game up and show you what the fuck real torture is. Because, oh my god, that fight, god, it's like learning 3 different fights. That's how tough he is, you know, because every phase is so different from the other. But man, it took me quite a while to beat him, but the day I beat him, I think I almost cried. That's how hard he was for me. Well, it took you a long time to get out of fighters, Brian, so I'm actually glad that you're out of that, you know. So, I hope that, you know, you bring in work for Mortal Kombat 11, because that's like one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Better not disgrace it for me. The rats of Nim. Yeah, so this guy, he's definitely one of the hardest bosses in this game. Except you've never realized because he looks all raggedy and shit. But yeah, he's tough. So yeah, so now we're gonna go into one of the most iconic places in the game, which is the Ashina Castle. So Brian is gonna see his flying ninja soon, which I know is his favorite part.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I mean Ishin is immensely powerful. Even for an old ass man on the verge of death, he is powerful as fuck. It's like unfair as hell. I'm like, how is you dying but you still hit this hard? Like, it makes no damn sense, but hey, you know, Souls logic. Make the old man fight harder than even the youngins, you know? Oh, Neo. That was such a good game, even though it had a lot of bullshit moments. Neo 2 is gonna be pretty fun to fight. It's gonna stress me the fuck out though, but I'm looking forward to it. And if they have the same kind of hard shit DLCs, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose at least like my whole life. So if I die to Neo 2, then it is what it is.
Don't worry, I'll get you together.
I know you'll do me justice. Brian on the other hand is probably gonna see some corny shit, which is gonna piss me off.
Oh no, Brian's not getting in without paying me.
he's gonna try to scam his way into the funeral and shit.
Scam the fuck out of me.
You can't out-hustle the hustler. That's just not how it works. I was right in front of you, you giant asshole, and you didn't see me. Well, that works in my favor, so I'm good with that. Okay, so we're gonna come to probably another iconic mini-boss, which is the Blazing Bull. Now, the Blazing Bull is pretty tough because he hits really hard, right? So I died a lot to him too. And he inflicts the burn status as well, which is a really terrible status effect because it takes so much of your health, right? So yeah, you definitely don't want to be hit by it all the time. So there is a way to make the fight easier for yourself. I just try to run around him and try to hit his head when I can. But you can parry his moves if you want to, but it's not going to stop the burn effect from building up, which is why I try not to, you know, try to parry as much. Also, like I said, your posture is kind of trash in the beginning of the game, so I wouldn't even recommend doing it all that much. Unless you're really good at it, which unfortunately I'm not, you know, because I panic and I tend to try to spam the L1 button sometimes, so, you know, I just try to run around him and do the best I can. Brian's obsessed with kite ninjas because he's amazed at how much fuckery From Software put into this game. Like, that's literally his favorite thing of this whole year. Like, if people told him, oh, what's game of the year for you? He probably wouldn't even say Sekiro or DMC5. He'd probably say Kite Ninjas. Oh, you'll train in Mortal Kombat 11, Brian, for sure. You'll definitely train. That's not even a doubt in my mind that you're gonna put work into that shit. Probably not gonna put as much work in as Gary, but you'll definitely put something in. Come on. Because they're hilarious. You're just obsessed with them. It's like it's funny at first, but then it's like, okay, they just fly out of the sky. Nice. I mean, they were funny the first time, I ain't gonna lie. When you hear that fucking scream and all of a sudden you're like knocked out, you're like, oh, nice. Although that part was spoiled for me because everybody posted videos of that shit. So I wasn't as surprised as other people, but it was so funny as fuck.
Yeah, if y'all haven't seen the version of that with that, I mean, if he could spit venom, he would.
Oh my god. The fact that he got hit by it more than once, I think this was funny because you kind of, after the first time, you kind of would be, you know, a little skeptical of the sky, right? So you'd think, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep a lookout for the sky, right? But no, he just kept going forward and forward, and it's just like, oh, you realize that it's more than one, right? Like, So my strategy with the Blazing Bullets is try to get behind him as much as possible, but he does run a lot. So it can be really irritating to try to get one hit in, and again, like I see, this is why I say I don't try to parry him, because I'm fucking trash at it. I'm really trash at parrying him, and like I said, I fucking hate that burn status effect. It's like, it builds up so fast, but I feel like every status effect in this game builds up incredibly fast. It's like, damn, y'all give me no time to use nothing, bro. But yeah, firecrackers obviously help because he is a beast, but he is tricky at the same time, so you can never get too comfortable with this boss. And unfortunately, you can't skip him, so you have to do him. That's what makes it even tougher, because if you could skip him, you'd be like, okay, you know, I could just go to the front door and just move on with my life, but you can't. You have to beat him. Like I said, try to get behind them as much as possible and just avoid the front. If you avoid the front as much as possible, you'll be fine. Though it can be hard because, you know, he just runs in circles. So I don't even blame people for dying a lot to him, because I know I did. Lord knows I did. I'm about to die right now too if I don't heal. Shit. You know, if Peter was in this game, they'd definitely try to ban you from fighting this bull, even though this bull doesn't even fucking care to beat his own self. Honestly. Honestly, he is the embodiment of animal cruelty, if we're being completely honest here. If anything, he should be just killed and just, like, you know, try to spare his life. Obviously he's been tortured enough when you put flames on his head. I just want to know who the hell put the flames on his damn head to begin with. Yeah, go for it. Oh god, Spoof gets hit by everything. I feel so bad for that man. I don't know why the fuck he accepted that challenge to begin with. Okay, Jesus Christ, this is a bad place to be in. Because sometimes the bull, if you're behind him a lot, he has this rare move where he can back kick you. It doesn't happen as often, right? But it does happen, and like I said, he does hit hard, like really hard. And it's just, you know, considering, like I said, your health bar is not the best in the beginning of the game, it does take like more than half of it off. See, when he does that charging move, I've seen a lot of people like dodge forward when he does that. You can do that, and I've done it, but it's scary because you never actually know like when to do it, you know? You always like just hope for the best. I know that's what I do. I'm like, oh god, but yeah, it's tough. He's scary. Oh my god, you see what I mean? He's so scary. Jesus. Relax, bruh. Okay, I need to heal. As soon as you do, I'm gonna heal. Like, if Taurus had, like, you know, a crackhead ass cousin, this would be it. To be honest. Like, you imagine this guy as a Pokemon? Jesus. I mean, it would be pretty cool, but it'd be probably really hard to catch him. Ooh. See what I mean? Sometimes the effects just don't happen, which is irritating. Don't touch me! Okay, I only need a little bit. I only need a little bit. I think maybe like 2 more hits. 2 more hits. Are you gonna stop running? There we go. Victory is mine. But yeah, firecrackers is definitely the best thing to go and try to run around him and as much as possible, so yeah. Let's see. A latent skill that increases the healing effect of recovery items. Sometimes a shinobi can survive what is certain death for a lesser warrior. As such, medicinal knowledge is vital. The only way to learn such techniques is to be gravely injured time and time again by worthy opponents. So, yeah, apart from getting a prayer bead from him, you get a really important skill. So, the Shinobi Medicine rank 2, it, every time you drink a healing gourd, you know, it definitely recovers a lot more health, which is really helpful. There's a rank 3 as well, but I think that's another skill that you have to unlock. And you have to fight 2 of these. I don't feel bad for that bull. That bull pisses me off. He gave me such a headache. And then on top of that, they make you fight these 2. Like it wasn't bad enough I had to fight a big ass flaming bull. They put these little shits. Oh god, Looney Tunes. I haven't seen Looney Tunes in so long. I forgot there was a black bull in there. We're definitely matadores, for sure. I mean, I don't encourage that sport, but in this game, we definitely slashing ankles in every direction, for sure. Okay, so a really important skill that I would recommend everyone to get into the shinobi arts is the breath of life, light. So this recovers vitality upon performing a successful death blow. Death blows provide shinobi with an opportunity to breathe. A shinobi can calm the body and mind through measured breathing, even while killing. Doing so allows one to continue killing unabated. So that recovers vitality every time you perform a death blow, which you do a lot in this game. So I personally recommend to get this as soon as it's unlocked, because it's super, super helpful. And also try to get the skills that unlock makes you hold a lot more spirit emblems as well, especially if you're going to rely a lot on tools. They're definitely very helpful, so I'd recommend those for sure, you know. So yeah, so for right now I'm definitely going to unlock it, because that's going to be incredibly helpful as we get more in the game, because especially in this area, because in this area you can lose your life to literally anything. A lowland Taurus. Jesus, can you imagine? Fire types. Hey, it'd be lit. I'd totally get him. I love fire types. I'm a whore for fire types, so. So this old lady plays a role in telling you about certain areas of the game. So she tells you like obscure things that kind of help you progress. Like right now she tells you about the Senpu Temple, which is another area in the game you will get to eventually. So, but Ozzy doesn't tell you, she tells you where to go, but like I said, it is kind of obscure in telling you, oh yeah, this is where you have to go, right? But it's pretty detailed at the same time. You just have to read in between the lines.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
Have to actually go into noodles and vodka.
That's a diet that honestly no man can survive on. Unless you in college. Shit, I'm hungry again too, and I ate like 4 tacos not even an hour ago.
Yeah, tacos sound really good right now, man.
Yeah, like my brother-in-law took us to eat some tacos right now in this place that's when we go and watch Avengers, we're definitely gonna go there because that place was so good. But they had such bomb-ass tacos there. Oh my god, they were amazing. Hey, stop disrespecting me, bro. So in this area we're going to encounter some new enemies, which are the Tengu, which are very interesting characters. So, and the whole, you see how like when I performed the death blow, a little bit of my vitality came back. So it's kind of like the mechanic in Bloodborne, you know, where if you hit like an enemy, you recover some of your health back. So that's kind of what that mechanic is, you know. Wait. I was gonna say I'm totally not locked to you. I can't see! Oh my goodness. Jesus, I was blind for a bit there. I only attract people of culture, Brian. Except you. You're still questionable, but... I like water types, but they're not my favorite. Honestly, I feel like I only really used water types because of surf and waterfall. Those are really the only reasons I used water types, but I don't care to get fire types. I mean water types. They're just like, they're okay, right? But they're not like, oh, this shit to me. Unless you're talking about Blastoise, that's like the only one I actually go hard for. Aside from that, don't care too much.
Yeah, I fuck with Squirtle, Totodile, and Trophy.
Oh yeah.
If I got a choice in the matter, most of the time I rock Totodile.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so these enemies, these Tengu enemies, they're actually pretty easy to get their posture meter up. It's just that they are kind of weird because they're so agile. So it makes it seem as though they're hard, but they're actually not hard to really beat. You know, but obviously when they come at you in groups, then it becomes hard because they hit you with projectiles. So you definitely want to take them out one by one. You know, that's my recommendation for sure. Well, like any enemy in this game, right? You never want to go to a group of like 4 enemies and think you could defeat them all at once. Unless you have like a really overpowered skill, which you don't get this early in the game. Totodile and Squirtle. I mean, yeah, those are definitely the most popular water types for sure. You know, I feel like those are the ones that mainly people always bring up when people ask, oh yeah, what's your favorite water type, or, you know, and stuff. So, it's really hard to hear anything else aside from those. And Greninja for sure. I mean, who doesn't like Greninja? I personally don't like him. I don't care for him, but if I had to use him, I'd definitely use him for sure.
I mean, nobody's coming up here saying, oh yeah, Oshawott my favorite water type.
Oh no, you know, definitely not. Unless you're Misty, then, you know, that's a different story. Iron Man, Captain America, and, oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know how Endgame is gonna go, honestly. Considering how Infinity War ended, I'm not even sure what the fuck they're gonna do in that, but that's the main reason everybody's gonna go watch it, right? It's like, how the fuck is this all gonna end up? Because I have no clue. But I am definitely looking forward to the hype in the theater for sure. Yeah, I feel like water types have never actually gotten that like really awesome design like probably fire types of other types have gotten. I feel like they're good, but I've never seen one that's actually been like aesthetically outstanding, I guess. I don't know. Unless you count legendaries, but that'd be unfair because obviously all legendaries have like their own cool shit, right? So, but aside from that, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Cap?
I think design-wise, the best would probably have to be Suicune.
Oh, for sure, you know. But then, you know, if you compare him to like, you know, like Blaziken or something, and he's not even a legendary, I feel like it's not as cool anymore. Even though Suicune for me is always gonna be one of the coolest legendaries. So, but yeah, I just feel like water types are not given that like amazing ass design as other types are for some reason. Oh god, Mudkip. See, Mudkip is adorable, right? Like, I feel like he's definitely cute as shit, but god, he has a trash ass evolution line. Like, I don't understand how people can actually defend Swampert. He's like the most ugliest piece of shit I've ever seen. Like, his typing is fucking trash too. I fucking hate him. You know, because I personally don't rock with grass types, right? So if you don't have a grass type, it's going to be even more difficult for you But since I don't care for grass types, I never have them. Brian would be ecstatic because he loves grass types. For some fucking reason. You know. Makes no sense. Oh no, I don't like ice cream, I like gelato. You would say some shit like that, like, alright, oh my god, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Oh god. Yeah, but it has twice the sugar, I don't care. Ice cream is too American. Yeah, like, I don't like milk chocolate, I like Belgium chocolate. Oh no, I don't like cheesecake, I like tres leches. Even though you probably could even say tres leches. Now this guy hits incredibly difficult, but if you parry him, like precisely parry, then you'll be fine because it does increase his posture meter a lot. But yeah, if he hits you, you're over. So that's what makes him difficult, because he hits really hard, as you can see. But it's worth getting his posture meter up, right? But it's intimidating at the same time, because you know one swing can like take your whole health bar if you so wanted to. Yeah, like every time you see the kanji sign, always try to jump over. But I'm always so much of a little weenie that I never do it anyway. I'm like, oh god. Ooh, I could have Nikiti countered that, but I reacted slowly. Oh, Smooth admitted he actually sucked. That's a... I never thought I'd hear the day. Okay, Brian, so what are your favorite Pokemon types? You know, for reals. Like, I don't think I even know them. Kinda, dragons, don't even tell me, because I already know you fuck with dragons a little too much. Oh yeah. As soon as that pixie does hit the air with like Amtrax, and everybody think died. It's like, oh, alright. Like, you wanna talk about G-Virus? Fairy types. I don't understand how people like fairy types, because I just fucking hate them so much. Ow. Rude. Actually, you know what? Let me use this fucking Ash, because you're getting on my nerves, B. See? So Ash, it's always good. Oh god, Ash Ketchum has been taking L's for too long. Ooh, how did I allow myself to get hit by that? Okay, now I'm fucked, so I definitely have to do something now. Okay. Well, that wasn't the best fight, but like I said, I'm not amazing at this game, so forgive my trash gameplay from time to time. But he is so difficult in the beginning of the game because you care so much about your health bar, and it's like, but I think that actually makes you panic more, so it makes you lose more, you know, so we got it done. That's what matters.
Hey man, we gotta chill on the Jigglypuff slander, man. I wish I had one. With a fall asleep in 3 seconds. I wish I had one.
He like literally would be like the best sleeping machine.
For real, that's some premium AMSR.
He wouldn't even finish the puff part. You'd be dead asleep already.
I mean, you're gonna wake up with like, you know, permanent ink marks on your face and shit, but you're gonna have the best night of sleep you ever had.
Hey, you know what? As long as it doesn't draw a dick in my face, I'm good. That's all that matters to me. I don't care if he draws little hearts and, you know, his own self on my face, but just not a dick. I'm okay.
Like, you're gonna draw it on your chin and shit. It's gonna have like circles on the side.
Oh god. Oh my fucking, that would be fucking trash. Ash is the Homer Simpson of anime characters. He never changes. He only changed appearance in like the last anime, made him look like, he went from Ash to looking like Felipe. It's almost funny as shit. Like, they didn't have to make him look so fucking Mexican, but here we are. My mind became more competitive. Alright, Brian. Relax, B. Okay. Well, that's good, at least, you know. You're open-minded to things.
So Brian's saying he adopted that whole strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon philosophy.
Oh, okay, so he became unbiased. Which is nice.
Like, didn't Karen tell you that you should always try to win with your favorites?
Shit, that's how Lance won all his battles. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm still trying to forget Alolan ass Pikachu, Raichu. But that shit has not left my mind ever since. I don't know who the fuck thought putting Raichu on a surfboard was a good idea, but it wasn't. Okay? It was not. I just don't understand why the fuck they thought that typing was gonna be okay, because it's not.
I mean, if we're being honest, Game Freak has a lot to answer for Pokemon over the past 5 years or so.
Hell yeah, ever since like Gen 6, it's been questionable as fuck. I mean, I know Gen 5 is trash, and I will say that till the day I die. I don't give a fuck how many times you get tired of hearing me say that, Brian, but Gen 5 was trash. I don't care what nobody says. Because choosing Pokemon in that game was one of the worst experiences of my life. I had an easier time picking shoes, and I don't even like shopping. Oh god, we don't... Just talking about the vanilla fucking Pokemon, just... Man. Look, I thought they were a cute idea, but then you use them and it's just... It just feels like why, right? Like why would you do this? I would understand if they had just... Because I would understand if they just made like one version of him, but then you give him a whole evolution line, it just makes me not take it even more seriously.
Yeah, like he starts off with the ice cream cones and make him a deluxe sundae and shit.
Like a double scoop afterwards, you're like, oh, okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know how they were able to survive. I mean, I don't think the Licky Tongue would have been able to fuck out of all of them by now.
For real though, like, you really gonna tell me like Snorlax is not out here just eating all these ice cream?
Oh yeah.
Cause I know I would be if I was Snorlax. Okay, so for this merchant, you can buy really two very important items. So there's 3 mask fragments in this game, and you can, if you combine the 3 mask fragments, it becomes a dragon mask, and that dragon mask allows you to use your skill points instead of using them on getting skills. You can use those skills and attack and increase your attack power a lot. It's like an easier way to increase your attack instead of going through the game a lot and getting the same memories over and over again. So I would personally recommend getting it. I didn't use it all that much. I only used it like once to see how it went, and it was pretty cool. But it's not the most important item, but I would still recommend getting it if you really care that much about increasing your attack. If you start going into New Game Plus 2 and stuff, you know. So that's a very good item to get. Now, but the most important item from this merchant, specifically in the abandoned dungeon, before the abandoned dungeon, is the prayer bead, because you can only buy it from him. So I'm just gonna spend it on that because I'm trying to get all 40 in this playthrough. So it just makes it easier on myself. Now I can have full vitality and posture. So this is where kind of the game kind of can diverge, in the sense of you can go straight up to Ashina Castle and, you know, beat Genishiro if you want to, or you can go inside here, swim your way all the way through this cave and go to Senpu Temple, which is another area of the game you can go later on to. You can go there if you want. It's not that much of a difficulty spike, but I would recommend fighting Genishiro first to get that experience and everything if you want to. But it's whatever goes for y'all, you know. But I think I went to Senpu Temple first because I was curious and I wanted to explore everything. But you are not hitting me with that bill, so you can kiss my ass. I never fight him. I don't even know how to fight him, so just avoid him at all costs. Or you can go down there to the Shina Reservoir, which is another important part of the game because that's where you fight another mini boss who's pretty tough, I'd say. So this place is the beginning area where you start the game off from. It just it looks a lot different because it's daytime and, you know, time has passed since then. But yeah, this is the beginning of the game again. But I don't know if I want to fight that mini boss right now because he is fucking strong. I don't know if I want to risk it. The trash Pokemon from New York City. You're really just not gonna disrespect my city like that by comparing it to that. I will whoop your entire ass.
But wait a minute, is there a city in Gen 5 based off of New York?
Yeah, there is. I just don't remember the name of it because I tried to put Gen 5 out of my mind.
Yeah, I think it's called, what, Universe City, that big city that's like the third or fourth.
Oh yeah, isn't that where there's that competitive ass building or some shit?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I remember that. 'Cause that was like the biggest city in the entire game. You imagine if we got house Pokemon? Hey, you know what? If we got house Pokemon, I'd prefer that over ice cream Pokemon, I'll say that much. Shit. So here we can also get another tool, which if you beat the two guys that were in that bridge up there, one of them drops a key. And that key is helpful into opening this specific storage area. So that's why it's necessary. And I think from here you get the... What is it, if I recall correctly? Oh, it's the spear. That's the one that's the prosthetic tool you get here. So, this is another one. There you go. See, famed horn spear once used by Gyobu Masataka Oniwa, affixed to the shinobi prosthetic to create a prosthetic tool. The horn contracts to pull enemies in, also capable of stripping crude armor. When the horn was broken during the rebellion, Ishin praised it for its splendid shape, awarding Oniwa with the cross-bladed spear of Shusen Tamura. So yeah, that's also a really good prosthetic tool. I used it quite a lot myself, but can be tricky to use because the range is a little bit unpredictable sometimes. But if you can master it, definitely very handy. And I'm not fighting you, you big bastard.
Yeah, I agree that Yu-Gi-Oh has more of a sense of order except when you're fighting Kaiba.
Kaiba has no order, he defies all laws of logic.
死に入る美しいじゃが
Although from what I hear, Vrains, it doesn't really have that much of an order. But then again, the whole Link summoning is kind of confusing.
I mean, all we know is that somehow, in some way, Kaiba was able to summon 3 blue eyes in one turn, and nobody said a word.
But they always love calling Yugi on cheating because he can pull any card out of his whole deck. But Kaiba did that shit and it was praised. Alright, fuck all of y'all.
That's their fault. They don't have no heart of the card.
For real though. Honestly, did they not see the first episode of Duel Monsters? That's what happens when you believe in the heart of the cards. You summon Exodia and beat Kaiba's ass. The fuck? Castelia City.
Like you said, his grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards. Get your card game up.
There you go. See? Same way, you know, when you're playing cards in the hood. You know, if you don't have a good poker set, then you're fucked up. So, it's the same shit.
That's when you start pulling out guns.
There you go. Or try to bribe someone with drugs or something. You would know the name of that city, Brian. Castelia City. Castle City. That's what I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I felt like Joey was definitely the most you know, I guess he always did things like the right way in a sense. Like, oh, it never felt like he was like too OP, you know, compared to like Yugi and Kaiba for sure. So.
Yeah, it's like Kaiba was straight up cheating, and Yugi had the heart of the cards. Mai was a fake ass psychic using perfume. I mean, Weevil threw Exodia off the boat. I mean, that was
for reals.
A lot of cheating ass shit going on in that first season of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, there was like, fucking Duelist Kingdom had so many like moments where you were like, how the fuck did he pull that off? But nobody questioned it because we were like kids at the time, so we thought everything was cool, right? It's how like we didn't question Dragon Ball Z, right? We just thought everything was amazing. But then you realize the story is mid as fuck, and you're like, oh, we just cared for the fights, right? And then, you know, I realized Goku really wasn't shit, so. What am I doing with my life?
It's like Mai walking up like, oh yeah, I got 10 stars. It's like, well, how did you get those? Oh, I just stuffed off there in the keys in the graveyard.
She literally cheated her way by just using her feminine prowess. Like, I can't even hate her for it. Like, shit, if I looked like Mai, I'd probably do it too, but. Yugi destroyed the moon and won the duel. Oh god. That is true. Like, no, I'm killing the moon. Everything just falls fucking down and shit. That whole fight was just fucking awesome. I loved it. Brian, I'm gonna let you know right now. You could just say it was ass, but you had to say booty cheeks. Very nice. What kind of grown ass vocabulary is that? I swear I forgot, if you start substituting shit for doodoo, I'm blocking you. I hope you know. I'm so blocking you, man. Okay? Oh god, but yeah, it's like you always look back on your old anime and you're like, god, that shit was so OP for no reason, but we loved it anyway, even though it defies old logic. Oh, just fucking Mai doing that home. Oh yeah, I can tell which card I'm drawing, but it's like she just scented it with different perfumes. Like, the fuck.
It's my ESP.
My ESP. Like, okay, fucking psychic type user.
It's like, no, it's not your ESP, it's your TT.
It's not psychic types, it's called Bath and Body Works. Alright, so. I just really love how everybody really fell for that shit. Like, does she really look like the type that be practicing psychic, like, shit in her spare time? No. I'm gonna try to fight him, but I know I'm gonna fucking die, so. Y'all see me die, I'm so sorry. Because he is so hard. Even with Mikiti counters, he is difficult as shit, because he hits so fucking hard. Oh my god. And he has range. Jesus Christ. Why do I hate myself so much? I'm gonna get... I feel like the best way to fight this guy specifically is like if you Mikiti counter, you're not gonna get a really good hit in, and then you dodge his incoming attack and just try to like get around it and just, you know, try to get a hit in. But even then, it is not the easiest thing to do. Ah, I should have jumped. Why didn't I fucking click it? Ooh. Ah, I forgot you were still alive. Jesus Christ. This is such a bad idea. Oh my god. Hell no, I'm not fighting you and him at the same time. You got me fucked up. It's already bad enough as one of y'all. God. I'm so gonna die. Then again, it'd be good if I died and then actually get the resurrection thing, so it wouldn't be that bad. Oh, where did I jump? Yep, there it is. My first death in the entire fucking game. Finally. So when you first die in the game, that's when you actually get the resurrective power, because Kuro bestows it upon you. So, see, resurrection. The divine heir's blood grants the ability to return from the dead using resurrective power. One charge is always restored by resting at a sculpture's idol. Killing enemies restores additional charges. Resurrection becomes unusable immediately after using it, but killing enemies will make it available again. We know for some reason you went from hating Broly last year to just loving him all of a sudden. I'm still really confused by that change. Cause like, I still remember you just talking mad shit, and it's just like now it's like, I stand. I'm like, it took a whole movie for you to change your mind about him. This is such a bad idea. I should just quit this whole fight and just not do this. This is so bad. Oh my god. Jesus, this is not a good idea. I forgot he can follow me in here. Fuck no.
It's like, now you playing Resident Evil 2 now.
Honestly though, it's like, what the fuck, man? I feel like I'm just getting ganged up and it's like not okay. Oh god, those footsteps gave me such an anxiety. I literally spent like 20 minutes in real time in a room because I didn't want to go outside of the door. Because I kept hearing the footsteps go back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, he's still here. He's not going to go away. As soon as I open that door, he's going to hit me. But he never did. But when I tried to go around the corner, he just broke the whole wall and beat me. And I was like, oh, I knew it was going to happen. But it was scary as shit. Yeah, I know new Broly's likable to y'all, but I mean, like, how many years did it take y'all to like him? Took y'all like a whole damn eternity. Quite frankly, I never cared for Broly, so I can't say much about him. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time and see if it goes well for me. If not, then I'm gonna accept my L and go. Well, technically I don't really have to do this right now. But we'll see if I get it done. God, I can't believe Smooth is still going. I'm so shocked at him. Like, I think he's actually lost his mind. Yeah, that's what I always do. I always kill everyone first, but for some reason I forgot that I didn't kill him, and he surprised the fuck out of me. You know, so that was really my fault on my end. But yeah, definitely try to kill all the enemies for sure, because already fighting that spear guy is hard as is, and then you have all these motherfuckers here. No. I'm not that much of a masochist.
I mean, I think at this point, From Software gotta give Smooth like an award for like the most deaths at this point.
For real though, because he hasn't even got into like, I think, one of the harder bosses in the game. Like Guardian Ape, especially the second phase, the Undying part, can be pretty tricky because of the whole terror effect that he like puts on you, but to say that he's that as difficult he's making it look, he's really not. You know, so I don't even know how he'd go against like true corrupted monk that has 3 death blows. It's not even 2, it's like 3. So I don't even want to imagine that. I mean, at this point, I really feel like he should just quit, because I don't think it's worth losing your mind that much over a game, even if it is From Software. Fuck that. Like, he didn't even stress this much in Bloodborne. And, hey, kudos to him. Wow, he actually beat him.
Okay.
Well, alright then. Brian...
He's gonna get that W.
Oh yeah, but after how long? Jesus Christ. Woo. See, he's gonna celebrate for 5 minutes and he's gonna realize the next part of the game is harder, and then he's gonna hate himself all over again. He can go to sleep happy. Well, that is a W for him, so kudos to him for beating Guardian Ape. He's not beating Ishin though, but you know, kudos to him anyway. Because Ishin's gonna destroy his whole life. He said he wanted a little bit of respect. Does he realize he has to earn that respect? God. Brian, you see yourself in so many characters. It's not even funny. You see yourself in Nero and Broly and this and that. Oh my god.
Wait, so he sees himself in Nero.
Yes, he sees himself in Nero.
Brian, I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that, player.
He really does. He told me that last time and I was like, great. I mean, I see myself in Virgil, so.
Because for one, Nero actually has a girl, but he doesn't have one, and God knows how long.
You know you don't care a fuck about that.
So, I mean, what else you say? He got daddy issues?
I guess so. Maybe at this point. Shit. You never loved me.
All I wanted was some ice cream, but you kept talking about how you need more power.
Oh, I died. That sucks. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm a little underleveled for him right now. Oh my god, he's so scary. Oh, please don't.
Oh, now he wants to join the chat. You're so damn fake, man.
Oh god. Now he wants to talk about how Nero is a spirit animal, and you know. And how one day he wants someone to pull his double trigger.
I know, right?
Oh god, I'm so gonna die here. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so scared right now. Well, you're not invited to this chat, bro. No, I'm just kidding. You can join if you want. Jesus Christ. That was entirely too close to comfort. Jesus, how did I avoid that? Jesus, here we go, here we go. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. I don't do this right now, I'm gonna be very upset. Oh, I did it! Yay! God, he is so difficult. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, guys. I am fucking trash at that fight. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of fights in this game I'm complete trash at. I'm so sorry. I can teach y'all some, but there's some I'm just like, Godspeed, honestly. It's just, I just pray that I do good. or I get lucky to beat something, but yeah, there's some bosses in this game that just are a little too much for me. Okay, let me restore my shit.
So what's your overall opinion on people saying they want an easy mode in Soulsborne?
I think it's completely pathetic.
You'll be kept?
No. Because, you know, if it was that way, then people wouldn't see it as a challenge anymore. You know, but the whole point of FromSoft games was just that they were all made to be difficult, and you just had to get around that learning curve, you know, because that's the whole point of their games, right? But if there was an easy mode, even if it was for like, even if, you know, they made the excuse for like handicapped people. It's still kind of bullshit because, you know, these games aren't meant to be like classical games nowadays. You know, they always stood out because of that difficulty, and the fact that people just can't seem to get around it and think it's, oh yeah, the game just hates me for no reason, is pretty dumb. You know.
Yeah.
So it definitely take away the essence that is from soft games to me. Thank you, Alex, even though, like I said, that was not the cleanest fight possible, but I still got through it, so that's all that matters to me. I don't really care. Yeah, I don't approve of an easy mode in any from soft game. If that were the case, then people who actually beat this game with how it actually was meant to be played will feel like, it'll feel like, okay, was it really worth it at the end of the day? You know. And also, I feel like even though you get frustrated, you should never let a game make you so frustrated to the point where you'd lose your shit over either. Like, just take a break and realize, yeah, you know, it's not worth it. No one should stress that much over a video game. And it's true, but if you're that kind of masochist and you want to stress yourself that much, go for it. But I'm not the type. I give myself breaks and I'm like, I'll come back to it and then I'll be better. That's all you can do. I thought Brian was gonna join this chat and he never did. Probably fell asleep.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened.
Probably fell asleep on the way over to his fucking headphones.
But you know how he does. He never pulls through. He always pulls out.
Doesn't pull anything, to be honest.
Yeah, at least his mind you can say he does.
What do you mean, Brian, you see no party chat? Go into my page, I have a party up. You know, go to my profile, it should have a party up there. Cause it's not like, you know, I tribute summoned Gary to this chat, so.
Or like hack the backdoor security.
I know, right? Like, alright, Futaba. Like.
Yeah, call me New York Futaba.
There you go. Oh my god. So this is Brian's favorite part, as everybody knows, flying bitch. But I don't get hit by him because I already see his attacks fucking coming, so. That's too damn bad, Brian. I'm not gonna die to him because of you. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was anticlimactic. So yeah, Ashina Castle can definitely be confusing because it has so many ups and downs, but all you have to do is just keep going all the way up and see where it takes you. That's pretty much what I recommend. And obviously, I wouldn't recommend fighting every single little enemy you see up here because, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. It's just too much stress. I always just go for like inside. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not fighting all of y'all at the same time. I fucking refuse. Jesus. Another gourd seed. Nice. Brian, if you don't see no party chat, then let me know so I can make a new party. But it should be public, cause hold on. Would have been funnier if they had Scream Bonsai for sure. But they only like do this really weird scream and it's like, oh, okay, everybody's just fucking crazy.
What's up, fuckers?
First of all, be respectful. You see what when I say that you don't respect me?
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you see the chat? It's public. It's weird that you didn't see it.
It wasn't up there. That and I got tired of my comments just really like. Not saying it's not bad. We got so many. You got so many comments. It's just that every time I go to the comment, I was like, oh no, what I was saying completely. The conversation is over. And I was like, I'm not doing this. I can't do this, and I can't type 2 papers at the same time while doing that. I'm watching you. I can't do this.
I tend to forget you're not the best at multitasking.
Oh no, I can do it. It's just strenuous.
Okay, college boy.
Anyway, hi diddly ho, people. How are
I got
you?
the vocabulary now. What the fuck?
Alright, what's the fancy ass?
Anyways, hi diddly ho, people. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. You know, just trying to do the streaming thing right, so.
Gary, how many bottles have you had?
Excuse me?
My man, I know you're drinking something during this, so how many have you had?
Who's keeping count?
Grown-ups don't keep count of their alcohol intake.
Oh my god.
Drinking until I don't want to drink no more.
Or he gets alcohol poisoning.
That too.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since all of us were together in a stream. Brings back to good old times.
I was forced into this.
You were not forced. Nobody told you, oh, get your ass in here, Brian. Fuck out of here. You see how we're literally blamed for everything? You're the one that decided to come over in here, you know?
Like, as much as I want to, I'm gonna have to decline. I'm putting the heartbreaker babies and all that shit. The only thing that makes you get in the chat was because you were being ignored.
Exactly. See? Even Alex is like, he willfully dove in. See? Ha. The whole world's against you.
Yeah, I've had it before. I don't really care. But
Somebody told you to bend over. You spreaded your own ass.
Oh fuck. I mean, there is some truth, no matter how crude that sounds.
I can't trust what you say, cause you over here killing niggas in the back without no consent.
Dude, I'm just doing what I have to do. I'm over here trying to be the best shinobi possible. It's a whole different story.
Alright, Kunoichi, from the village hidden in the squads.
Village hidden in the squads. Okay. Because I don't really do squads, but okay.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, how's your life?
I am good.
You don't sound good. You sound tired.
I am tired.
Okay.
So how's life as an assistant manager treating you?
Well, you know, co-workers don't want to do their job. People don't like doing, you know, people are amazed that, you know, I do my job, which is not really hard. All I gotta do is have freaking common sense. But, you know, the usual.
So what you're saying is that your subordinates don't respect you.
Well, I mean, one of them's about to get fired, so I could care less if they respect me or not.
So like, you tell one to go and pick up trash, they tell you to eat a dick.
That's what it sounds like to me.
More like, I'll tell him to do a task, he'll take his time doing it until eventually he just doesn't do it at all, and he'll try to push it off onto another employee. Then he fusses out another employee because he didn't do it, and I'm like, no, you don't do this.
Well, you know what that means. You gotta take him out in the back and tell him to run the fade.
Meet me outside.
You know, I just was thinking about taking him outside. My mom was saying the same thing, funny enough. She was like, I'm just waiting for you to take him out back and just beat his ass in the trash compactor real quick. I'm just like, Mom, I have to be professional. Just because everybody else is, it doesn't mean I don't have to.
Beating someone's ass is professional when it's your reputation on the line.
Oh, shit.
You gotta caution your damn work, man. They don't respect you. You gotta show them who's boss.
You know,
Pull your overalls up and tell them to get to work.
No, it's funny. If there's one thing I've learned in getting to the position that I am, because I'm in a good position, I've already had a raise, but like, everybody is shocked that there are people who do their job. Like, oh no, there are people who don't do their job? Are you serious? Wow. Y'all are some... Oh, and I've also learned that you don't shit where you eat, so don't fuck your coworkers.
I mean, you can, just don't get caught.
Nah, no. Everybody's a hoe. Fuck that.
Well, it sounds like the only person who ain't getting played is you. And you the damn assistant manager. You should be fucking first.
The moment I found out one of my managers doesn't accept her way to the top, and then I found out the other manager who was cool with the one second, I was like, oh no. Then on top of that, I remember I was having a conversation with my coworker about just stuff in the store, and everybody was like, oh no, nobody likes to do their work. Everybody, likes to talk shit about everybody else, but Lord forbid if they don't do any work or somebody tells them to do something. But then it came to mind when I was talking about my friend and my coworker who was trying to initiate sleeping with me, and I was like, no. But after everything was said and done, I found out, oh, so the rumors are true. You really are a hoe.
I love that, this shit is like hitting you so hard,
Yeah, because I can understand you sleeping with an employee, but you doing a threesome and a bukkake in the middle of the street in the parking lot in broad daylight in front of the camera.
Why does that bother you so much? Not your life. It's not like it affects your job.
Oh no, it doesn't bother me. It's just shocking because I ended up becoming friends with her to a degree. So I was like, I held better, I guess. You know how you become friends with somebody that's like, okay, we're cool, and it's like I hold a certain, I just hold them up to, I guess, a high standpoint. I do you the same way. I do Gary the same way. I do everybody I come into contact with the same way.
I mean, so I can guess that your health sanitation grade must be in F, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, if everyone's sucking each other off and doing bukkake and shit on the job,
oh no,
I wouldn't want to shop there.
No, it's her. It's only her.
I'm buying a box of Cheerios. Oh, look, there's skeet in my damn Cheerios.
Oh my god,
I'm so done.
This is terrible.
Yeah, you really had to go there.
Yeah, man, that's not the honey nut Cheerios I was talking about.
Holy shit. Probably don't taste like honey either.
Yeah, it's just a nut.
Shit.
Excuse me, this is family thing. Nah, but it's just her.
This is an M-rated game. This is not family friendly.
Yeah.
If I wanted to play a family friendly game, I'd be out here playing solitaire.
Yeah. But nah, it's only her. Ain't nobody dad. Look, if you're gonna do something like that, you're not gonna do it at work, or you're gonna do it outside, you know, whatever the heck you do. Everybody's adults here, but this chick chose to go a step further beyond, and you screwed both. What am I man? You screwed both his sons. Took a Bukaki, had a train ran on you in the parking lot in front of the camera, in broad daylight. Not only that. I don't know. All I know is when she came and made that move on me, that was, ooh, on this boss. Damn, this nigga bopping the shit out of me.
Well, that's why he's incredibly difficult. When he has weak posture, he hits really hard, so.
Ooh. Oh, I love it. I do.
But I beat him. But yeah, he definitely is very difficult at first because he just has like, it's hard to time the parries. That's the thing, you know. And when he hits you, it's like he hits you twice, so I can literally just kill you. You know, just getting hit twice like that. So yeah, he's not easy.
But nah. Where was I? I don't know. Yeah, talking about everybody's bored in Wilson. Nah, man.
Everybody's walking the boulevard of broken dreams in Wilson.
I was gonna save this for off chat because I'm like, I don't want to go on the life shit up there. We're supposed to be focusing on fun stuff in video games, but like, fuck it.
Okay, well let me read the scroll first because this is a very important scroll that everybody should read before they go into Ganishiro. Because if you don't read this, you don't get fucked up in this third phase. So, the hanging scroll of an old battle. Ghost once lurked the lands of Ashina. The ghost lightning was of the fountainhead gods, unstoppable by normal means. Avoid ground, reverse the lightning. So here's where they teach you, you know, about lightning reversal, which is a very important thing in this game because it helps you with Ganishiro and it helps you with Ishin, which is the final main boss. So this is a very important thing to learn. A lot of people skip this for some reason or don't tend to pay that much attention to it, but if you don't learn how to do this, then Fountainhead Palace, which is one of the last places in this game where you fight the Divine Dragon, that place is not going to be fun for you because every enemy in that game can use thunder, except like the squishy looking dudes. So yeah, lightning reversal. So if one is standing on the ground, lightning surges through them, making movement impossible. But if one is struck while in the air, the lightning can be dispelled from the body and sent at an enemy instead. So you jump and then press R1 to get that lightning reversal. It's very tricky because if you get shocked, which is another horrible status effect, you're gonna be fucked. So yeah, it's not easy. But go on, Brian, with what you were gonna say. Now we're gonna go into Ganishiro, which is the first, I'd say, really difficult boss of this game. So yeah, he's gonna be a bitch. So let's hope that I can beat him first go. If not, then wish me luck.
Yeah, you'll beat him.
Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so.
But no, what were you saying about me? What now?
About you and your life crisis.
Oh, I don't have a life crisis. It's just, nah, man. I don't know. When it comes to, no, that's not a crisis. I don't know. I remember you telling me about women in hoe phases, and the first thing that just hit me was like, damn, I didn't think it'd be this bad. I didn't think it'd be bad. Look. Nah, let me not. This is supposed to be fun times right now.
What you're saying is, so no one told you life was gonna be this way.
You know what? I really hate to admit that, but at the same time, I remember people telling me, oh no, there's gonna be a lot of things out here your little boy mind is not gonna be prepped for. And then finding out one of my good friends is, I'm like, damn, you's a hoe. You's nasty, bitch. Like, dad. Like, hoe is not even a derogatory term at this point.
So what are we calling them, wenches?
Nah, that's too nice. Whore with a W.
There's another whore that's not with a W?
I'm pretty sure you know that.
No, I didn't.
You know the WHORE?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's if you want to get serious about it, I think.
Talk about that black young.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's like that, and I'm just sitting here like, look, I could admit, you know, you doing your thing on your own. Because in my opinion, it's like, if you doing it, and you just doing it on your time, and it's like your business, it's cool. But it's like, everybody, yeah, everybody in the store that calls her the Tatiana of food mine. But I mean, I don't really let that bother me. I do my job, do what I want, I still do what I want, and I go home, period. I ain't about to be able to stressing about somebody else's life.
It sounds like you're doing that right now, to be honest.
Not really. Considering it's like, if that were the case, I really be like, oh no, why are you ruining your life? Oh no, oh, and I'm just like, nah. I got bigger fish to fry. This nigga right here. My man's got a hero bow and everything.
Yeah, that's what makes him as difficult as he is, because that bow can hit you. The worst part is like his AI is so good that when you try to heal, he was trying to charge at you with like the heaviest arrow attack that he has, so and that never fails either. But the main thing about this game is just trying to increase his posture meter, honestly. That's the best way. And it's really easy to do it with him, but he does have a lot of array of moves which can be difficult in the beginning to learn. So
he just looks fun. I know it's stressful, but it looks fun.
It's fun when you definitely get the hang of it. In the beginning it's difficult because, you know, it's just, he is pretty hard, and he hits hard too. And he's very agile. Oh god, I should have Nikiri countered that. Yeah, this is the one that he's saying he's fat when he's not.
How is he so fat but moving so fast?
Because he has big samurai armor, and apparently doesn't realize that samurai wear armor.
Not only that, but they're trained to move fast. You really think samurai aren't fast, man? They're just move. I'm just waiting for that point where Smooth just gets to like the people that make him old.
Ishin?
No, what are them fish niggas that make you old?
Oh god, the one in Fountainhead Palace, yeah, that suck your youth off.
Yeah, I want to see him run into that, and then run into the big koi nigga. He's gonna have a fit with the dude who's gonna throw lightning at him.
See, if he doesn't get past True Corrupted Monk, he's not getting to Fountainhead Palace. And True Corrupted Monk has 3 death blows. If he had trouble with Guardian Ape that only had 1 death blow in each phase, I don't know how the fuck he's gonna deal with 3.
I've never seen Corrupted Monk in his fight.
I'll show her to you. She's a really fun fight, honestly, if you know her movesets. But yeah, she is pretty difficult because she has a long range and she has a spear. So this is 3rd phase Ganesha, which is where their lightning reversal tactic definitely comes in handy.
This man really taking off his armor. This is about to get real. Lightning.
Yep, the lightning of Tomoe. Oh god damn it, I should have avoided that.
Oh.
I'm not. There we go. Was not reacting to it as I should have. Why did I not press the O button? Jesus. Okay. bitch. Got it.
Oh.
Okay, I was lucky. Didn't hit me. Oh my goodness.
This is like Mugen's crackhead cousin, man.
Okay, so we're gonna pretend like Mugen isn't already a crackhead. I mean, I was thinking, wait, Mugen has never even been like perfectly sane. Exactly.
Look like he do.
That's his caffeine shit. So yeah, that was Ganishro.
Like
So
like he does.
wasn't the cleanest third phase, but I got it done. So
Wasn't the cleanest execution.
shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when you get the hang of him, he looks easy, obviously, but in the beginning, he's definitely not going to be easy. He's going to hit you a lot, but it's all trial and error at the end of the day. You just got to practice. That's all it is. There's no shortcut to getting good in this game.
So get good, Smooth.
I mean, hey.
Hold up, Brian. Before you go about talking shit, how about you get as far as he's gotten first?
Mm.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, but
Like
we're
the
Smooth.
he can go back and finish Bloodborne. I mean, even he did that.
I'll give him that. I'll give him how far he's gotten too. But until he finishes this, I'll yet to give him my respect. By the way, how old is that dude? Anyways.
At this point, after Sekiro, is probably like 95.
Oh god. Like, isn't he like 30?
I have no idea, honestly.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm like, how you 30 and you acting like that?
Because he's kid smooth. Emphasis on kid.
This man pulling on a full Sasuke right now. With the whole Sharingan eye and the whole... I
So,
got my
yeah.
whole left...
Ganishro is definitely someone you will have to fight eventually in the end game, but you won't have that till later. So that should be fun.
So fucking bad.
You have to compare him to Sasuke, like literally the worst Uchiha.
This nigga literally did the whole hand thing with the... He even had the red eye and the long hair.
Man,
On top
Itachi
of
did
this
that
man
shit.
was... Not only that, he was flinging light. Come on, man.
Should at least compare
My
him
man
to
was-
Itachi.
This nigga, what? Itachi doesn't throw Chidori streams.
So,
Niggas over here throwing... You know, that's funny. I always wondered. Could that actually be yellow? Huh.
who knows?
No, that makes me think. Like... You got
Everything makes
lightning
you
that comes
think.
in... Oh, fuck you.
No.
But no, like, I've always wondered, like, you got lightning that comes in yellow, you got it that comes in white, and then you got it that comes in gray, and then blue. And I'm just trying to figure out, is there an intensity color for this thing like fire? Because we know blue flames, you know, are the hottest. Red flames, yeah, yellow, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, is there a scale for that?
Maybe.
I don't know, I've never thought about that before. But I just thought, I was like, lightning, it's lightning.
Hey, lightning, no matter what shade, hits hard, so.
Damn. There gotta be a conspiracy behind this.
You have entirely too many conspiracies in that damn head of yours.
No, if I was a conspiracy, oh god, no. I don't do conspiracy theory nonsense. That's my damn subordinate. He lives for that damn shit.
Are you gonna call everyone your subordinate just because you're an assistant manager? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit is so disrespectful.
Well, I would say co-worker.
He is your co-worker.
I wanted to say, I was so close to saying employer, and I was like, oh wait, I'm not that level yet.
Child, you need to humble yourself. He is still your co-worker regardless. Y'all wear the same damn uniform.
Doesn't really respect it.
Well, you don't make yourself be respected. It's a difference. You have to earn that respect. Exactly.
See, I have respect and I have patience.
No, I'm just saying you have to make people respect you. Like, respect is an authority figure, and you're not good at it, obviously.
Truthfully, it's not my job to do so because I still have a manager that reigns above all in the department. I just act.
That's another problem. When you have the attitude as a manager that that's not your job, see, an effective leader is someone who goes about doing the job no matter what it is. You don't go about saying, I don't do this because I'm the manager, I don't do that because I'm the manager. See, your co-workers are going to pick up on that shit. So when you carry yourself around with that air like I'm superior,
They start following it. That makes sense considering the managers don't do anything and they expect the co-workers to do it. But they're like, if the manager's not doing it, why shouldn't I?
Exactly.
Or why should I?
You gotta lead by example.
If that's the case, then they pretty much should be trying to do something because, I mean, it doesn't matter what the task is. I don't grunt, I don't groan, or whatever about it. I just get it done and do it right. I can help.
See, that's not all that's going to be required. You gotta get them motivated, Nero.
Now I'm motivated. I'm sorry.
You gotta get them motivated.
You know how hard that is?
Pull out the Yamato and start beating that ass.
Luckily I got one right on my dresser here. Like I could just take it to work and be like, there's going to be some changes here at employment today.
Yeah, Brian's definitely not worthy of any double power, but he thinks he is. You know, he also thinks he has the right to call people subordinates when he's just an assistant manager.
I'm pretty much acting as manager when everybody's gone and there's nobody else there.
It's not, you still don't call people subordinates. You're not like some kind of dictator or king. They're still your co-workers.
I don't see myself as that. I would say comrades.
If somebody called you a
subordinate,
subordinate, how would you feel?
I'm like,
Yeah, that's what the
You walk around calling them scum.
he really think he Virgil.
scum.
I swear, you pretend to be Virgil, I'm kicking your ass. That's my job.
You are not Virgil.
I could definitely pull off Virgil shit. I'm cold as shit.
You're better. You're more V, man.
You really see me in the middle of a boss fight spewing poetic lines? Cause I don't. Shit.
No, I see you beating them with your pimp cane. And we know Gary's Dante, that's no question.
I will pimp slap the fuck out of someone with a sword like the Yamato any day. Not a damn cane. You crazy as hell. I like bloodshed. Okay, I don't like sophisticated killing. I like straight bloodshed.
Sophisticated killer. I'm straightforward. I just like to get to the slashy bits. Meanwhile, we know Gary is Dante from the get. No, there is no question with that. There is no question.
Hell yeah. You know how cool it would be to have a devil sword Gary? I mean, come on.
I'd be lit.
Man, walking around with a margin form and all that. Just talking about some. Man. Plus, Dante just reflects everything about you, even down to the pizza and my man's not having his bills paid and the. Damn.
Time out, man. All my bills are always paid. The fuck you talking about?
See, now you crossed the line.
It's not because you were talking about how, oh no, I can't see a fully functional running Devil May Cry. I'm like, cancel this.
I can't believe you said But she's talking about, oh, Kyrie is gonna run Devil May Cry, and it's gonna be fully functioning. It's gonna be clean. Bills are gonna be paid. No pizza boxes on the floor. And I'm just like, it's not even Devil May Cry anymore.
The lights ain't gonna be on.
I was like, the fuck is he talking about, man? A fully operational Devil May Cry. It's like,
Nah, cause
every time you step inside a Devil May Cry, you should have fear that you're not gonna walk out of there alive.
oh wow. I just feel like if Nero, look, we know Nero he takes like inspiration from Dante. I mean, and he's Virgil's kid, obviously, but that doesn't mean he's 100% like Dante.
What does he take from Dante?
Obviously, the lines that he spews.
The only thing that he has from Dante is his like one-liner. But
Yeah.
His personality, his pursuit for power, and his attitude
Comes from Virgil.
all day.
Yeah, but you can see from the way he drops his one line, because before Nero was just a straight, edgelord in a sense. He was like, whoa, I'm gonna need that sword back. And he's like, oh, well, I guess you're gonna blush up pretty pink when I kick your ass. And I'm just like, whoa, man, whoa. Like off the bat, temper raging, all that. But now, he's dropping one-liners, he's actually patient. I mean, he's still hot-headed, but at the same time, it's like he's just more mellowed out, like Dante in a sense.
I mean, I would be pissed off too if I had a girlfriend and she would suck me off because
oh, yeah. But no, I mean, you see how quick he is to go off with everybody, but it's like at the same time, he has a lot of patience for people like Nico. And I'm pretty sure Nico will get on somebody's nerves really fucking quick. But I mean,
the reason he tolerates Nico is because of the devil breakers that she makes.
I mean, she works with him like all the time. She's with him all the time. It's pretty much been established that too. So it's like, he's like, well, I mean, she is important and she's a friend, so I mean, I gotta have patience with her, and she does good work.
Yeah, I mean, she always fucks with him, but at the same time, she's also very professional. I mean, she's very skilled at what she does, so I mean, you can kind of overlook that. And consider the fact that, she's the reason why you can't walk around with two arms.
Oh god. Yeah, I did forget strawberry sundaes. Thanks, Alex. And strawberry sundaes. Yeah, like...
I mean, that would suck, if he was using his Devil Bringer arm as a jack-off arm, and then Bert just came and ripped that shit off. I gotta use the other hand.
Oh, God. I mean, we already have the sweet surrender, bruh.
Oh, absolutely.
We never third member. Never surrender. Shit.
The time has come, and so have I.
You really have to quote that damn meme.
If you could send a meme in a chat, you would. Don't pretend like you wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I was hoping on that. I was like, I'm so sick of this shit.
I hope YouTube never allows that, because you'd probably spam my chat with fucking memes.
I mean, I already got images up here.
Oh god.
It's only a matter of time.
Of course you would.
But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if Nero's running the show, if he's running Devil, I mean, him and Kyrie are already running Orphanage. Does he still work with Fortuna? What is it? What was that order? The Order of the Sword? Did he Cause like, I'm trying to figure out, like, I get the whole thing where it's like, yeah, they were, yeah.
I was really gonna say, I'm surprised you forgot that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm just like, okay, so the Pope is dead, but at the same time, that doesn't mean they can't fix the Order of the Sword. And it's like, now we're really going to make it a force for good and merge it. Like, they could literally have merged it with Devil May Cry and actually have people that, you know, they could actually make that shit work. And I'm just trying to figure out, did they disband that?
Boy, when they come to find out that Nero is the grandson of Sparta, and that was the only thing that Kyria needed to hear for her to spread her damn legs.
God damn, Gary.
Hey, man.
Oh my God, I'm fucking the grandson of Sparta.
Shit, you would think, right? Should be into some more freaky shit just by that alone, but it's like, no.
I really hate now how it's just like, damn, not when you look at it from that angle.
Yeah, because apparently she's not getting fucked in any angle, so.
I'm pretty sure she is, maybe?
I doubt it.
She has to be.
She hadn't got fucked ever since Nero lost his devil bringer. He's been depressed about that for a long time.
Give me 1 second. Hello? No.
これがひどいな。戻りましてございます。
Hold on, I'm gonna be right back.
Go for it.
Oh, damn, one of them coyotes on the
Shit.
なるほど。確かに流因の不死を断つことへの。私の方は源の後期の手がかりとなりそうな書物を漁っておいたぞ。どうやらタケル様が戦況に帰るため調べられていたものだ。見つけた手がかりについて話そう。
Now Nero has 4 arms. He can do like double the damage to Kiryu if he wants to, but she ain't gonna let him.
I mean, it is true. I mean, he's got his regular 2 arms, he's got his buster arms,
Shit.
devil breaker.
He is he's a one-man band. Shit. God damn. He completely changed the click game. Shit.
Okay. Alright, so who got fucked while I was gone?
Not Kitty, that's for sure.
Not you.
Okay, fuck you. I just love how automatically you're just like, Kitty, not Kitty.
Yeah.
We can't seriously expect that, you know, that sweet surrender wasn't for like commercial value. I just want to let everybody know.
At this point, man, who knows?
Perfect double trigger.
Explain exactly why you see Nero in this show. I need an explanation on that.
Huh? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Damn, I got kind of crowded for a minute. Yeah. I mean, I just do. He reminds me of that time when... There was a time when I first discovered curse words, and I was a lot worse than I was.
Is that when you met me?
Huh?
Is that when you met me? Because you always blame me for some shit.
I wasn't blaming you when I was 16.
You met me when you were 16.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, back when I was younger, like when I was like, I mean, I've always had a bad mouth. Nobody's gonna tell me how to like say whatever the hell I want. I always say whatever I want, whenever I want, whoever I want, except when there's kids in the area. I don't ever curse in front of kids. or
So
my
you
mother.
didn't. So you didn't curse in front of your own reflection.
そういえばそこにある人の形が書いてあ
Like
る
Percy, I won't curse in front of him.
一心さん
Why the fuck not? Everyone curses around him.
抜け道
Who gives a
と呼んで
shit?
らっしゃった
It's bad for the kid.
Oh yeah, because Percy's all of a sudden when I come home he's gonna be like, "What's up, bitch?" Right?
I would assume he would say, "What's up, pussy?"
Well, if he said that, we definitely have to square up. So I ain't no pussy.
No, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Oh yeah, so here we are talking about, oh yeah, I could say what a curse word I wanted to when I was 12, but now you're like, no, I can't say this.
You know,
Okay.
no, going on with it. No, there was a time when I was younger, I was full on like just, I didn't really care what I said, how I said it, who I said it to. Good God, I was, wow, because I was like, you can't just let that go, can you? Bitch. But nah, yeah, I didn't really care. I was even like, if the wrong teacher said the wrong thing to me, I would immediately say, well, you know, screw your teaching, I don't need you. It's like my art teacher. She literally, well, no, not my art teacher. It took some time with her. There was a math teacher that I had who literally, everybody basically was flunking her class, and she would chalk it up to, oh no, y'all aren't doing the work. Y'all need to study and pay attention. We're paying attention and we're getting it, bitch. So then when I fucking told her that, she tuned up and started crying, and she started feeling some type of way and all that, and I was like, but we're being honest though. Everybody in the classroom pretty much agreed with me about it. So you're upset that somebody told you the truth in a harsh way. You're like 45 and you're crying about it. Mind you, I was like 14 at the time, so I mean, I was just like, eh. But yeah, there was a time like that, and it's just when I played DMC4, it just really. How old was Nero back in DMC4? Now that we've bring this up.
He had to been like, I don't know, maybe 19.
Yeah, I was assuming 18.
It was around there.
Yeah, so it was a good age. So then I finally started, and I had wanted to like play Devil May Cry 4 for the PS3 when it first came out, and I was like, DMC4, it's a thing. And then when I finally got a hold of it in the Steelbook and I started playing it, and immediately you're just playing as this guy with a devil arm, with this tight ass fit, and a motorcycle sword, and then he's just beating on Dante, just talking about, just cursing at him, throwing all sorts of MFers and fuckers and F you and F this, and I'm just like, oh my god, he literally is me back when I was, no, he is me. But at the same time, with all those like the curse words and the recklessness and the no respect and the I will literally blow you away ho, like under all that, he is still like a really caring and good person, and you see it in the way he even moves, talks, and operates. Like when he hid his devil bringer from Kyrie because he was ashamed of it at first, when he calls her in 5 and has like a little one-on-one when he's not sure, him being patient with Nico, which is very reminiscent to me being patient with Judy.
Well, excuse the fuck out of you. Fuck you mean being patient with me? Nah, be a real man and speak your mind.
We're not gonna front, like, you know, when I was first getting to know you, I was like, I didn't know what to do, how to react, I was like, what do I do? How do I handle this? How do I handle this shit?
So I was like that anime villain you couldn't, like, deal with.
Cause like every other moment you were like, I ain't telling you shit, I'm good. Cause like, it took a while for you to like really like I guess open up to me. I don't know, because you were just like, I get the fact that, oh no, you were just like,
I mean, I'm like that with
I'm not gonna
everybody
invest
at
in
first, to be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, and I mean, I've learned that, but I was just trying to figure out, I was like, I'm doing everything I can. I'm being nice and everything. Why?
I'm just
And
a
I'm just
difficult
like,
person, honestly. That's just the thing with me. It's hard for me to open myself
yeah.
up because of my life experiences. So people always misinterpret that as just me being like, oh no, she's just so closed up and for no reason. But I have my reasons to be that way. But yeah, it does, make people feel like a certain type of way. And I admit that.
Yeah, yeah, and it was just like, then there were moments where you were just like, I want to be left alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, what did I do? Or,
It wasn't about just
damn,
that.
like,
At the time, it was like I was just going through so much emotional shit,
yeah.
so it's like I just accidentally took it out on people, but I don't really
Basically
do
what I'm
that
doing
anymore.
to an extent.
Pretty much, but I mean, you have your reasons. I had mine at the time. I was going through dumb shit
Yeah.
because of men and my life and at home and
Oh
stuff. So
yeah.
it was.
You were fresh off that boat too.
Yeah, I was just fresh off a breakup and then like a whole stupid thing. So yeah, it was different, but I'm not that way
Cause
anymore.
like, yeah, it just took, cause I was just like, it tore me up inside. I was like, how can I deal with her? This is like my best friend, but at the same time, I was like, and I was young. I didn't know how to handle and interpret things as well as I do now to a degree. I still don't know. I still don't understand everything. So, yeah, that's why I say it's. That actually hurt too. Like I remember, I was just like, how the fuck did that even go?
You were being annoying little shit.
Yeah. Cause it was like, what was it? Cause it was that whole thing with. By the way, do you even still talk with Cammy? By the way.
Cammy? Damn, man.
It's been a while
Yeah,
since
yeah.
I've seen her on my timeline, to be honest. I don't even remember the last time I saw her on my timeline.
I used to keep in touch with her, but she just like faded into the background.
Yeah, like, she just got really busy with her like work life, and yeah,
Ah,
she just disappeared.
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much. Okay,
Yeah,
so
me and her were like,
I
yeah,
think I'm gonna
okay.
end the stream here 'cause it's almost like 3 hours. So I think I've done enough. So I think I might stream tomorrow too if I have the time. I might continue on and go to another area in the game, which is pretty interesting because that's gonna take a while for me to do right now. So thank you all for tuning in again for my second stream. I'm so thankful for y'all. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as well. I didn't get to explain too many things like my first playthrough, but next time I definitely will put a little more emphasis into it because I mean, as long as I don't feel like I'm rambling, then I think I'm good. I just really like to explain. I just like to explain things, but I feel like I talk too much at the same time.
No, you don't.
That's just how I feel, okay?
You did fine.
So, thank you. So, yeah, I hope that, I'm showing good gameplay of the game so far. So far, I only died once in the main game, which is good. I haven't experienced Dragon Rot yet, but let's hope that I do so y'all can see. If not, I definitely will have to die on purpose a lot. So... My voice is not nice. I think my voice is complete trash, but thank you.
Wow.
Shut up. So, yeah. So
Also,
yeah, thank
sorry
you.
for crashing the stream
Oh,
so
please.
late too.
Doesn't matter. You crashed. That's all that matters. So, yeah. It's nice to have been all together like this again. It's been a while, so it's good.
Blame my life.
It's okay. We all have lives, It's just yours has just become more complicated than normal.
And yes.
So yeah, good night to everybody. I see y'all tomorrow. If I do stream, I'll let y'all know. So yeah, then we'll pick this where I left off. So yeah, good night, y'all.
Peace, everybody. Yeah.